The internet is currently filled with absolute plonkers trying to tell you how to get rich fast. We've got e-commerce, we've got trading, and we even have some in the fitness industry too. Now, this video isn't going to be for a specific, I suppose, style of business. Like for me, I would mainly specialize in fitness businesses and helping them grow, as well as obviously growing my own coaching brand. Like for an example, you see the YouTube plaques and stuff behind me. That is for my fitness brand. You know, that is my main business, and it was my number one business venture, which I prioritized for the last given 3 years, which I was able to earn multi-seven figures. But again, there's no point to me pulling up, Stripe dashboards and saying, you know what, this is how much I've made, because, anyone can do that. And I want to kind of tell you the secret behind building the business and what it actually takes as a service provider. So regardless whether you sell fitness coaching plans, high or low ticket, or whether you sell a trading course or whatever you want to sell, this video will be perfect for you. People are always looking for the easiest way. Oftentimes it's the thing with the quickest results. So most people oftentimes go down the paid advertisement route. And paid advertisements 3-4 years ago was honestly, it was on the ball. It was amazing. People had very, very high trust in the industry. The ROAS or potential ROAS that you could generate from ads were incredible. But what nobody is telling you is that since the industry has become a bit more saturated in terms of service providers, like there's never been more business mentors, there's never been more fitness coaches, there never has been more trading gurus. There really hasn't been more of everything in the past 3 to 4 years. We are at its peak in saturation. But here's the thing, it's saturated full of fucking idiots. So in my opinion, I wouldn't look at it as saturated. I would just look at it as a bunch of competition that has no chance of beating me. So when everyone slips down the paid advertisement route, when you see Stripe dashboard payouts of $1 million, $2 million, you have to ask yourself, right, okay, this guy made $1 million, just like I could pull that up now. But you have to ask yourself, how much of that is obviously staff expenses? How much of that is paid advertisement revenue? Because most people are heavily reliant on paid advertisements, where they'll be spending $100 to $200 a day on paid advertisements, but they'll only be generating $200, maybe $250, $300, which instantly puts that $1 million down to $200,000, $300,000 that they had generated in that X year. Me personally, I could give two fucks about paid advertisements. I don't use paid advertisements really at all. The only reason I do it is I test certain strategies so that if my clients intended to do so, at least I know about it and I'm not just bullshitting. And of course we do make ROAS based on that, but we only literally put probably $100 a day into paid advertisements at the moment. And that is just because I have conquered and absolutely mastered the true, I suppose, foundations of how to properly build a business that will work for you. And that's what I'm going to be bringing you through today. So it's not going to be a quick paid advertisement strategy. It's going to be the real way to grow a business, at least as a service provider in 2026. And it all stems down from one thing: content. And we've got a lot of content strategists. We've got a lot of people online telling you how to get your first 100k subscribers, how to gain 1 million followers on Instagram. But what no one's truly breaking down is, in layman terms, what it actually takes to become good at content. And it all starts from your message. You need to have something you personally believe in. And for me, it's just the idea that fitness is simple. So therefore I make simple form videos and show people how to do form. I make simple videos about nutrition. I just make simple videos. But what other people do is they see that it does well for Troy J Fitness and they just fucking copy it. They just do it directly. And you couldn't be any more stupid. You have to find your own message. You have to find your own thing that works, that resonates with you, that people can see your video and say, okay, this guy is different. I want to follow him. Because if you look like me, whilst pretty much all the population already follows me, I've got millions upon millions of followers. So the people that are seeing you on the For You page probably already follow me, and they're probably like, okay, well, what does this guy have different to Troy? So therefore, they're always going to stay loyal to the one they were with first, especially the person that is most consistent, has the best quality, and clearly has the success record for it. So if you're starting out in this industry, or even if you're in the industry years and you haven't quite got the success you want yet, well then this is an issue. You cannot just become another person. You need to have something about you, something about your message, something about your personality, or something about you that's unique that makes them want to drop you a follow as well as me. Because think about it, why would they follow you? Like, would they not just follow me and they're going to get the same information because you just fucking copy me anyway? So the only thing it's going to be is like Chinese whispers. Everyone's just going to keep traveling the message, and eventually to a point where it just gets a stupid message. So you need to ask yourself that question. If you're watching this video and you've ever copied one of my videos or you've ever took inspiration, it's like, honestly, I think you should take inspiration from people, but I honestly don't think that you should just become that person that just sells your soul just for the sake of some views. So anyway, that's what I do. I kind of elaborate elaborate too much on things, but at least you get a clear gist and I break it down in layman's terms. But listen, the main thing that you really want to fucking do in 2026 is, again, build a unique brand, build something that resonates with you, that sits well with your coaching kind of strategy. But also show people the difference. You know, why should they trust you as opposed to me? Show your life, show what you do on a day-to-day, show your message, show what you believe in, show, you know, how you eat on a day-to-day basis. These are the things that are going to separate you from the saturated market, so-called saturated. And honestly, it always starts with the quality. So everyone says, yeah, quantity matters, and I'm the biggest believer that quantity matters, but quantity doesn't matter if the quality is low. So picking up your phone every single day and guys, this is why you're not losing fat. You could post that 15 times a day, and I promise you, you're going to get run into the ground and you're going to eventually give up. So quality does matter. And the first thing that it always starts with is the first 3 seconds. So within short form content, we've got Instagram, we've got TikTok, we've got YouTube Shorts, we've got Facebook Reels, and potentially even Snapchat highlights as well. But the first 3 seconds are going to be the most important. And honestly, maybe even the first second. See, the thing is, right, everyone just says the most dumb shit, right? And they all just sound the same. They all just say, guys, if you want to lose fat, or if you want to grow bigger arms, or if you want to get rich from trading, or if you want to do this, if you want to do that, you guys all sound the fucking same. So you can understand, right, as soon as they come on to your feed, by default, okay, you have to remember this, by default, they don't fucking like you, okay? And that's just a sad reality. No one scrolls with a smile on their face as soon as they see a service provider. They naturally hate you until you give them a reason to not hate you. It's as simple as that. There's been no trust. They've never seen your face before. It's like walking down the street. If someone's across the road I've never seen before, I don't love them. I don't go over. I don't really smile at them unless they smile. Like, you know what I mean? At me, and that makes me sound like a bit of a dickhead, but by default, you're not meant to like someone unless they give you a reason to like them. So if you smile at them and they smile back, it's like, oh, I like that guy. Do you know what I mean? But if you smile and they don't say nothing back, it's like, all right, fuck that guy. Do you know what I mean? So, and I'm going a different route here, but I'm trying to give analogies based on this is how the viewer thinks. Did they see you? You're nothing to them, right? And the way I build trust is by giving them free education. I give information that they need, okay? I give general, very, very basic and simple advice, and I'll repeat it and I'll shout it from the rooftops, and they can see the consistency within that. The first video they see, they might not like. The second video they see, they might not like. The third video they see, they might not like. But sure as hell, I'm going to keep showing up on their feed, keep giving them information regardless, and they will eventually like me. They'll have no choice. Their brain will be subconsciously ready to trust me because I've exchanged so much free information that I didn't ask for nothing in return. And it is as simple as that. And you need to be that guy too, right? And in the sad reality in 2026, people need a dopamine fix as well as getting this information. So you need a good hook, right? You need good humor. If you're boring, embrace it. Be that boring content creator, someone that's very, very monotone. Look, it works, okay? And as long as you stay true to yourself, because that's what you can be consistent with. You cannot be consistent with something that you don't agree with. You cannot be consistent with a life that you don't enjoy. That's why I recommend never build a business that you don't personally love, okay? I love fitness coaching and I would do it until the end of my time. Hence why I built a business. I love mentoring. I would do it to the end of the time. Hence why I started a business. If you could not give 2 fucks about fitness and health or helping other people and you've no aspirations to do so, do not start this business model. You will be burnt out in a year. That's even if you make it a year. You might quit after 30 days because you realize that it actually takes fucking work. We're not out here building businesses with ease, guys. There's a reason why you're watching this video. There's a reason why you're struggling. There's a reason why things around you are fucking happening. It's not the man above hating on you. It's not that. Do you know what I mean? It's like for whatever reason you blame outside sources, it's as simple as this. Business is supposed to be fucking hard, okay? If that's the case, everybody would own a business. Everybody would be a content creator. The reason why everybody isn't one is because it takes embarrassment. It takes strong work ethic. It takes extra hours than a normal 9 to 5. It's supposed to be fucking difficult. So you sitting there whimpering about fucking stupid shit is just taking you one step back instead of just going towards the goal and just doing it relentlessly. And that's why I'm above you. Simple. That's why I'm above you. I done it relentlessly without no expectation of results. Simple. I posted content every day for the fun. When I started content, nobody was a content creator. I was like the 3rd fitness creator in the entire of Ireland to start making content. We had Rob Lipsett break into the scene with YouTube. We had Caroline O'Mahony there as like a fitness type of influencer. As an educator, I was pretty much the first person to break into the space without a couple of small cats. You know, I was the first person to break into the educational fitness space because nobody wanted to do that. Everybody wanted to see lifestyle. Everybody wanted to see bikini pics. Everybody wanted to see that. Where I said, no, I want to be that guy that creates the content. And I'll be be honest, for someone that created the educational scene in fitness Ireland, let's just say, give or take, well, we also had Sean Casey, Evan Daily Fitness, these people, but I didn't really get the return that I had hoped for. I should be on fucking tens of millions of followers by now. But the thing is, I made the mistake, so now you don't have to. Okay, so the content here is in front of you, and the thing that I focused on was quantity. I was posting 6, 7, maybe even 8 times a day at points, and that's why I didn't get the return, is because the quality was not good. I was doing general marketing. I looked like a salesman. Okay, so my current strategy now is by breaking into it, is by making sure the hook is relatable. Like, this is why you don't have XYZ goal. Like, that's my thing, but that doesn't mean you go and implement it straight away and do that. Visual representation is so important as well. This cup of coffee, we can make this into a hook. Did you know that this coffee could kill me in 5 years? Do you know what I mean? Like, and then talk about the effects of caffeine. Like, we could use anything. I've only had the iPhone 17 Pro for 7 days and it's already broke. Do you know what I mean? And then you could just start talking about the new iOS feature that has fucking broke the phone and it's letting bugs or new fixes, something like that. Do you know what I mean? So honestly, you can create content about anything. You just have to understand how the viewer will stop scrolling. And you can do this if you're a doom scroller yourself and you like looking through content. I want you to test yourself. I want you to go through and make doom scrolling like actually somewhat productive. Scroll through your videos and say, oh, okay, this one has loads of likes. I wonder why. And actually sit there and study the video as you're doom scrolling. This video has got 150,000 likes for a reason. What does it do? Does it make you laugh? Does it make you sad? Is it relatable? Is it educational? And if so, how did they present themselves? And what could you do inside that piece of content? And write notes. This piece of content I loved, I liked, I actually saved it. I shared it to a friend. It's got 150,000 likes and 7.8 million views. Why? This video made me feel a sense of relatability because they used XYZ object in video. Okay, write it in your notes. And from here on out, you're going to implement something of that concept inside each and every video going forward. Simple, okay? And that's what I want you guys to understand, is content is going to be the next thing for you, because content is what builds trust. Content is what builds that personal relation. So things like YouTube, things like Instagram. Obviously, I think you should first initially start out on short form. It's easier to be consistent, and it's harder, and it's more time consuming, and it's a much more longer payout. For YouTube, Instagram, you can have one video that gets you 100,000 new followers overnight. So I want to express how powerful short form still is in 2026. So that's the key. If you want to grow your business, it's going to be short form content creation. I know you were probably hoping for actionable steps. Step 1, step 2, step 3, that's going to get you quick results. This isn't the place for that. You need to be consistent with content if you want to grow your business. Full fucking stop. So that is the focus now, okay? After this video, it's given you enough of an understanding why content is the most powerful thing in 2026, even in a saturated market. So go out there, master your message, come across as yourself. If you're witty, if you're funny, if you're sarcastic, if you're goofy, if you're fucking sus, if you are, I don't know, if you're boring, embrace it. Have that tonality. Make those jokes inside your content. And for me, it's analogies. It's funny. I couldn't give a fuck what people think about me. I show it in each and every piece of my content. Some people will hate me, some people will like me. But the beauty of it is, the people that like me will buy from me. And I'll continue to thrive while you sit there and try and impress people for no reason, okay? So that's the thing, alright? You're gonna smash content, you're gonna focus on your first 3 seconds, and you're going to keep the video within 40 to 60 seconds, in my opinion. It needs to be quick, it needs to be educational, it needs to be entertaining, and it needs to build trust and show you as a person. If your content doesn't have it, you can fucking put it in the bin. Post once a day is the minimum requirement. 7 days a week, 30 days a month, 365 days a year. There should be no breaks. And it's as simple as that. And there, naturally, you'll be able to convert leads, which will be for another video. But if any of you guys, for whatever reason, want to work one-to-one with me, where I'll come up with your content, I'll build your brand strategy, I'll completely build your lead gen system, I'll review all of your coaching systems, I will do absolutely everything for you, then you can click the link in the description. As we do have limited space available, you can book a completely free one-to-one consultation call with me. With that being said, if you want to just continue watching free content, then you can click up here for my next video, or you can subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on further information. With that being said, I'll see you all in the next one.